He didn't arrive with excitement or noise. He didn't run or cry or ask to be seen. He simply existed, quiet, steady, almost ghost-like. This is the story of Toot, an old stray cat with tired eyes and a voice that sounded like it had been carried through too many winters. No one knew where he came from. No one remembered the first day he appeared. It felt as if he had always been there, woven into the background of their lives like a shadow that never asked for anything. At first, he was only spotted from a distance, slipping between fences, resting behind old sheds, or watching silently from under a tree. He never begged. He never caused trouble. He simply waited, as if he hoped someone might notice him without frightening him away. His left ear was clipped, a sign that he had been trapped, neutered, and released. The world had decided he belonged outside, and he seemed to accept it. But when a small bowl of food began appearing near the porch, something changed. Slowly, Toot returned more often, always announcing himself with a soft, broken meow that sounded like he had something important to say, something he had held onto for years. He kept his distance at first. He would eat only when no one was watching, then disappear into the evening like smoke. But trust grows in small steps, not leaps. Day by day, he stayed a little longer, allowing himself to exist in their presence instead of hiding from it. When she moved into a small house across from her parents, Toot followed. No invitation was needed. He simply showed up at the new doorstep, as if he had decided that wherever they went, he would go too. For almost 2 years they fed him outside, rain or shine, summer or snow, until one day she opened the door and left it wide enough for him to choose. Toot stood there for a long moment, staring into the warm room. He took one cautious step, then another. He looked around, as if trying to remember what safety felt like. Then he turned and slipped back outside. But the next time he stayed a little longer. And one day he didn't leave at all. By 2018, it was clear he wasn't just old, he was fragile. His fur was thinning, his tail was shortened, and most of his teeth were gone. But his eyes were alive. They held entire winters in them. Every cold night, every empty morning, every moment he survived when he shouldn't have. He found his favorite spot on the sofa, curled into the same corner every afternoon. A soft rug waited for him by the kitchen wall, and a bowl of water was always full. He walked slowly, carefully, as if every step carried a memory of stones that had once been too cold beneath his paws. Their home sat close to the forest, beautiful but full of dangers for a cat who had already been through enough. Toot seemed to understand. He only ventured outside on sunny mornings, when the ground was warm and gentle. When it rained, he sat by the door and waited for a blanket. When snow fell, he refused to step outside at all. Over time, Toot became the heart of the home. When guests arrived, he greeted them like a host, not a stray. He sat proudly in the center of the room, accepting attention like a king who finally reclaimed his throne. The younger cats gave him space, as if they sensed his history and respected it without needing to understand. Every morning, he greeted her with that raspy meow while she sipped her coffee. His voice wasn't pretty, but it was full of gratitude, full of presence, full of a life that refused to fade quietly. He was missing half an ear, half a tail, and nearly all his teeth. But he was whole in every way that mattered. He was safe. He was loved. He was home. Toot changed more than just a household. He changed a purpose. He inspired the creation of the Biscuit Factory, a small shelter built for animals no one else saw. Not the young ones, not the perfect ones, but the forgotten ones. It all began with one old cat who decided to stay. Toot didn't have a dramatic rescue or a moment of grand transformation. His story was quiet. It was slow. It was made of patience, trust, and the simple belief that even the most overlooked life deserves a soft place to land. If this story touches your heart, remember this. Sometimes the animals we rescue are rescuing us right back. And sometimes the greatest love stories begin with a silent visitor who just needs someone to open the door.